back, Teacher X. I'm Ddog, teacher. We have a new group to listen to. So exciting. This is n.SSign. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce their name. I don't know. But look, I did research, so I'm going to read to you my research. n.SSign is a 7-member K-pop project boy group formed through Channel A and Abiba's survival show, Stars Awakening and You Star. Basically, they formed through a survival show. This is their debut or pre-debut single. I'm not sure about that one, but I do know that it has 7 members: Kazuta, Hyun, Doha, Junghyuk, Sungyeon, Hanjun, and then the last one's really hard to pronounce, Huiwon. Huiwon. No, Huiwon. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Please tell me in the comments below. However, it says that they own their CH Entertainment or something, yada, yada. In other words, they're a new group just formed. The youngest member, I believe, is 20. They were born in 2003 and it's currently 2023. And this is their song, Salty. I ain't know nothing else, so I'm just gonna make sure. Is there captions on this? No, there isn't, but that's okay. If you like this video at any point in time, click the like button. It makes me feel good about myself. We're on the road to 1,000 subs. I want to hit 1,000 subs by some point in the future. Eventually, right? We're at like 840. It'd be really cool to hit 1,000 because I have a special video. It took forever. Okay, I've basically waited long enough. Let's listen to n.SSign. Maybe we'll have a good new group to listen to. That'll be fun, won't it? I already love how it's shot, like with the long, I like the long widescreen. Oh, no, and then they immediately took it away. Oops. I like the piano. Ooh, this bass is deep. Dude, this bass is so fun. And it is carrying this first part of the song, dare I say. There's not a lot of instrumental here besides the bass. And there's the piano coming back. Chorus, how good you gonna be? Oh man, I wish if they were gonna use like a violin, like choreography, that they would use some string in the instrumental. That's a bit disappointing. This is groovy though. This is very groovy. Ooh, we got a rapper with like a nasally voice. 100%. I'll take that. No, go back to the other guy. Ooh, why is it every time there's a rapper in a song, it always breaks my computer? It's a very groovy song. There's guitar in there too. I hear it. I wish I heard more of it. I want whatever the one rapper with like the more nasally voice. I want more of him. Ooh, that guy with the high note. Good job, you. Whoever you are. got math. I like math. Sorry, I'm a teacher. It has to, my teacher comes out whenever I see math. You know what? For either a pre-debut or a debut, I don't know what it is. See, pre-debut. So it's not a debut yet. That wasn't that bad to like showcase some of their voices. Now, obviously, it could have showcased other voices more. Let's talk about that in the listen through, the re-listen through, or whatever. I'm not going to name this segment. We've already named an intro and an outro. I want to hear more from that rapper. He had a really unique voice. I think he only had like one line when it happened. When was it? Let me see if I can find it. It was like somewhere around, I don't know. We'll hear it eventually. I'm just gonna go like this, see if we can find them or whatever. Besides that, this really isn't very breaking boundaries or anything, which I mean would make sense if it's a pre-debut, because a debut usually would showcase each member a lot more. Like there's usually in a debut, debut does two things. One, it should introduce you to the members of the group, but two, it should also like define the group sound. And in a pre-debut, which is not a debut, pre-debut is kind of like a, hey, here's the members, look at kind of some of the stuff that they could do. Now that's all good and whatnot, but when you have somebody stubborn like me who finds their favorite of the group and then they only have like one or two lines in it, I get cranky because I want to hear more of the people that I'm interested in, right? So hopefully when they have an actual debut, I can hear more from that person, whoever that was. I'm gonna find it because I love unique sounding voices, right? And unless I was going crazy, that first rapper had like a nasally voice, or at least more nasally and whatnot, which is something that we usually see from like, who are people that we've listened to recently that have more of the nasally rapper voice? Hanse from Victon. There's G-Dragon from, Big Bang. It's G-Dragon. That's just, he's the king of that voice. When I think of that voice type, that's who I think of with that voice type. But, I want to hear more of him. I just wish I could find him in the song real quick. And that is one thing that I will say is a detriment to this song, is this song is very one note, to where they have a hook, they have a melody, and they're sticking to it the entire time. So it's very hard to find specific places in the song that are different, which I mean is fine. It's just kind of just a, yeah, that person. Hey, you're the voice I want to hear, I'm pretty sure, even though you kind of just like froze for a second. And that's it. That's all we got from like specifically his voice. Maybe he pops up singing and stuff later in the song, but I want to hear like the actual rapping part of his voice, like his flow and everything. I feel like he's probably got a really unique voice. At least, no. I hear that he's got a unique voice. I feel like he might have a unique flow and stuff. I want to see more of what he's got. Unless he's not even is he not even a rapper? He's got to be, right? That was a rapping part, right? Like he was not singing there. He was just rapping. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, probably my favorite of the group, even though we've only had like 1.5 minutes, like not even, it's like 10 seconds with him or whatever like that. It's like literally 3 or 4 seconds of his voice. But that goes to show like, hey, you got people with unique voices, we can use them and whatnot. Besides that, I don't have much else to say. I don't usually judge choreography and stuff, but I do think it's weird that the beginning of their choreography uses a violin miming, or violoncello, whatever that one is. It would be more fun if like the chorus had that when they start doing that thing, that you have some strings, but there's like no strings in this to where they're doing that motion. So that's probably the only little bit of criticism I have for that, is that the choreography doesn't really match the song that much, except maybe if you put it in the perspective of when they're doing that, they're using their voices to kind of mimic that sound, which if that's the case, let me see if I can find a chorus here real quick. Probably like right about here-ish. Yeah. It's that oh part right here. That's when they're usually doing that, I think. Let me find it. Like here-ish? I'm gonna find it. No, it's right after that. Here, this is what we're looking for. Right here. Let me check. Hold on. Yeah. So like unless you want to say that like they're mimicking the sound of the string instrument, violin, whatever it is, with their voices there, and that's why they're doing the choreography, or maybe they're just doing that because it goes with the music video. I don't know. I just feel like it'd be a lot nicer if you had like some type of string in that if you're going to do something like that. It reminds me of, oh man, it's not Ribbon by Beast that did the same thing, but they actually had the string. No, there's definitely a group from that era that did like the same motion, but they had an actual like string following along with them. Um, that's probably my only criticism though. Besides that, it's just a decent song. It's just very one note, and I'd love to hear more specific voices in here. But eh, like, what am I gonna do? I'm just a dude on the internet that wants to listen to good music. Speaking of which, let's do outro time. If you like this video, click, or like me talking about this video, click the like button. It makes me feel good about myself. Subscribe. We're on the road. We on the road to 1,000. We're on the road to 1,000 subs, and it'd be really cool if we had 1,000 because I have a special video I've made. I've put blood, sweat, and tears. Maybe no blood, but a lot of sweat, and maybe some tears. You know what? I worked a long time on it, and then also, so after subscribing, comment or comment then subscribe. Do whatever you want. If I read your comment, I'll put a heart by it. That's what I usually do. It really makes me happy when I get to see all these comments of people, even the ones that are mean, but usually the nice comments stick out and I'll put a little heart by it. Okay, that's pretty much all I got. Have a lovely day, you all. See you all next weekend.